Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy again. And you might say, why again? Because I was like 5 minutes into my speech at the start of the video, getting everything ready to go here, and all of a sudden the video just said, we're going to quit taking video and make it a selfie. And it's like, what? Anyway, it's Thursday, as I've already explained. One of those days, I'm telling you. I don't like people. I like being around. If I ain't at work, I don't even have to act like I like people. So it's been one of those days. So anyway, yesterday, Wednesday, my birthday, 51st birthday. I'm scheduled to work Wednesday night. That's what the paperwork said. No doubt about it. Wrote out a schedule for me. I signed off. I accepted that schedule. It said night shift on Wednesday. 6 o'clock yesterday morning, the phone rings. Happy birthday, but that don't mean you can't come to work. So, well, when you coming to work? And I said, tonight, like I'm scheduled? Oh no, you're not scheduled night shift. My paperwork says night shift. You got a copy of that paperwork. So they went and pulled the paperwork, and sure enough, it said night shift. But I was scheduled day shift. So I'm there by 7:15, but that blew my whole birthday thing. I was going to get up a little bit later, shave, go out and eat, this, that, the other, yada, yada, yada. Didn't work. So, got up this morning and I went out and ate a really nice place called Mike Anderson's. Good seafood. Had fried alligator for an appetizer, fried catfish, hush puppies, a really good tartar sauce for my meal was, just fries. I didn't worry about that. Went to Walmart, was going to buy a few groceries. Worst decision ever. Worst ever. All these people up in there, nobody will let you just shop and pick out what you need and move along. They got to be crowding all up around you and reaching over you. They've got the aisles marked out. Nobody pays any attention to that. Everybody's running all over the place, and every time I stop to look at something and make my decision on what I want to buy, looking at prices and everything, somebody's right there reaching in or looking over your shoulder. It's horrible. But I didn't get arrested. That's the good thing. I got friends that used to joke they just kept the bail money handy just in case, because they knew it was going to happen. So, well, maybe eventually, but it didn't today. So anyway, after all that, I didn't get my shave in yesterday. So this is the day after, 2 times today. This is the day after Williams Wednesday shave using Williams, and it's the day after birthday shave. Oh well. Just being one day late, I'm doing pretty good. But anyway, so the picking out the soap and the brush and everything and the aftershave, that was easy. Williams Wednesday, boar brush, Aqua Velva Ice Blue. Although there's only a little bit left in the bottle, there is a little bit left in the bottle. I do have another one of these. Just saying, this is one of the glass bottles. And then I buy the plastic, junky, trashy plastic squeezy bottle, and I put it over into this, and I have a real bottle. Not that plastic squeezy crap. And then I also have a smaller bottle, glass bottle, that's never been opened. So we're going to see how long we can keep from opening it. But anyway, so the next choice came to be, well, what razor we're going to use. Other than saying it was going to be an SE razor of some kind or injector, which one? I got a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, what I settled on was my favorite 1912, I call it. It's got the Bakelite handle, just a simple brass head. And I've seen a lot of these in the G3, which was the military set that I like to use for a travel set. I've given several of them away. And I just love the way this feels. The Bakelite handle, I mean, come on, who doesn't like Bakelite? Know what I'm saying? And the simple head. Sometimes I'll get the Brasso out and shine it up. This one will still shine good, but there's just, for the most part, no need in that. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do our day after bathroom. Day after bathroom. See, all stirred up. Day after birthday shave, and the day after William Wednesday shave, and we're going to act like it's Wednesday. So, any day is a good day for Williams anyway. It's not a big deal. But, so there we go. So we're going to use modern Williams. Well, brother, you should have used the vintage Williams. It's so much better. It's this and it's that and it's the other. I love vintage Williams. I agree how good it is, but there ain't nothing wrong with the modern stuff, boys and girls. Love hearing people poo-poo the idea of the modern Williams because they can't use it. Can't help it if you can't use it. Not my problem. Don't want to listen to you whine about it. There's nothing wrong with modern Williams, as all 3 fans of my channel will tell you. Funny how that works, huh? Funny how that works. So anyway, and yep, got work again tonight. I work tonight so that I'm off tomorrow. No real big deal. Except this is actually what I was, and it's to kind of find out, somebody else was already scheduled for tonight too. That was mixed up too. But that particular person prefers to work day shifts. So they got a Friday day shift, and I get a tonight shift. At a nice, quiet back gate. Which probably won't be quiet now with the way this day is going. I'll probably have a flat on the way to work. And then when I get to work, it'll probably be, oh, well, you know, we got to leave that gate open all night and have people going in because something broke and we got to work back there. So you're going to have to, yeah, I can already hear it. I can. I bet my going to work cigar is even soggy today. But anyway, probably not. But anyway, work up some of this worthless, thin, disappearing, non-slick, horrible Williams lather here. We'll see what we can do with a couple of days worth of beard. Now I know what we're going to do with a couple of days worth of beard. We're going to shave it right on out of the way. Well, we got this little storm building down next to Mexico. Now I ain't checked up on it today, Cristobal, but it looked like it's going to come right in on top of us here. And if it comes in, the side, you know, these things turn counterclockwise in this hemisphere. Am I right about that? I'm right about that. And so the east side is where the most rain. Now, I'm not worried at all about this being a wind event. It's not going to be a big bad hurricane. It's going to be a really wet tropical storm, looks like. And that may not happen. Once things get in the Gulf, they ain't no telling what's going to happen to them. They're predicting it to go straight north. It could get in the Gulf as it and hang a right and go to Cuba or something. You know, it's no telling what it's going to do. But anyway, if we're on the east side of it, which is what's being projected by everybody I've seen, there's going to be a lot of rain out of it. There's a lot of rain out of it. There's floods, roads that flood and things like that. So, you know, I'm part of the hurricane crew, as I've said before. So this would fall under, if they decide that we're going to shelter in place, well, I may spend the latter part of the weekend and the first part of next week, first day or so anyway. Still get a plant sheltered in place. Always a fun adventure. The good part of it is, it's just like I was mentioning, if we would have had the shelter in place for the virus stuff, they got to pay you every minute you're there. And they feed you. Last little storm they worked, they fed us pretty good. One of the local restaurants would deliver, and it was pretty good. The breakfast was really good, except for the first day. I wonder if I ever mentioned that breakfast before. Have you ever had scrambled eggs that looked and had the texture like you were eating SpongeBob? I'm not making it up. They were that pale yellow color, and they had the texture of a sponge. I don't know how you make eggs that way. But that was the first morning, and it was the only day they were like that. We were there for several days. I don't remember how many days we got lunch. We got 3 meals a day from them. And on the last day, we got breakfast before we got out of there. So we had 4 or 5 breakfasts, and that was the only one where it was that bad. But it was pretty weird. I've never had scrambled eggs that had that SpongeBob. It's like eating SpongeBob. They taste fine. Wasn't a bad taste, really. Really a fan of scrambled eggs. All right. Beautiful shave going on here, as you might notice, while I've been talking. I'm going to cross this way and come up under here. And there we go. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to get a good shave, boys and girls. I like to shave slow so I can enjoy it, and it's fun, and it's real. Yes, it is. I agree completely. I agree. But, you know, it doesn't have to take that long to shave. I don't have time for traditional wet shavers, so I junk up and use, you know, canned goo and a plastic piece of garbage. The time difference is not that much between a good shave, what I call a shave with a real razor, But Fuzzy, those plastic things are razors. They're not real razors. Now, real razors can be plastic. Look at the Tensor 3D. 3D printed. Plastic of some kind. It's a real razor. Look at, you know, going into unmentionable land. The Dollar Tree razor, the Assured razor, mostly plastic. Feather Portable, a lot of plastic there. Even on up to when you got into like the Gym Contour, the Gym Contour 2s and the G-Bar, you know, there was a lot of plastic there. They're real razors, you know, but not that plastic multi-blade cartridge garbage stuff that not that. That's not a real razor. Not a real razor at all. Oh, and an FYI for you people driving out there, when somebody's actually using their turn signal and not driving crazy, why not give them a little bit of a break and let them pull in so they don't have to fight for everything? I mean, come on. My truck will run pretty good, but I don't see why I should have to stomp on the gas every time I want to merge into traffic because someone won't slack up a little bit and let you in. I use a blinker. I use a blinker ahead of time when I need to move over. And you still got those people who want to sit there right off of your quarter panel back there, just daring you to pull over and knock the front end off their car. Just daring you. That was another fun getting out, dealing with people today. Everybody's back on the road after the shutdown stuff, and everybody's just plumb stupid driving. Anyway, it's like they forgot how to drive. We need to get to thinking about it. But the way they drove before, they never knew how to drive. So, you know, what does that matter? I'm just going to drink some more coffee and put me some aftershave on. That's what I'm going to do. Check that out there. Modern Williams. A nice 1912 with a Bakelite handle. Just a plain Jane model. No need for anything else. We're going to finish up with some good old Aqua Velva. Because, you know, Williams and Aqua Velva. Now, I may even have some ivory soap I can use for my shower here in a little while. Well, I checked into that. We'll just make it a Williams day all the way around. Well, there we go. That's my day late Williams Wednesday and day late 51st birthday shave. Even broke out a Williams mug just for the shave. Have a little afternoon coffee. That's what we're doing. So I hope things are good where you are. If you're going to be around where this little old storm's supposed to go in, pay attention. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be a windy one. But, you know, be a lot of water. These tropical storms. Quick tropical storm little story. Back when I was a younger man and on the farm, we had a Jeep. It was a 1985 Jeep CJ7. And it had a 350, it had big tires and a 5-speed. It was really nice and a lot of fun, and I was a whole lot younger then. So I decided, a buddy of myself, we're going to go from where we lived in Mississippi, up around Greenville, to Houston, Texas. That's back when Astro World was still there, if you're old enough to remember Astro World and know what I'm talking about. So anyway, we get up to about Beaumont, between Orange and Beaumont, and then we figure out there's a tropical storm coming on shore. This was before you had all the apps on it. There wasn't a smartphone thought about. And just barely, I think, with cellular phones thought about it at that time. But anyway, storm coming on shore. We had taken the top off the Jeep and left it under the barn. We didn't even bring the top with us. We were going to be cool in a topless Jeep with a big engine and the big tires and everything. And yeah, we pretty much swam there. Now, it was great while we were there. We got there, and Astro World was great. It didn't rain us out of that, and then the drive back wasn't so bad, except we had a tire separate on the way back, and it knocked the fender all wonky in the back. But anyway, no, take that back. That was another time with that Jeep. That's just before we got rid of it. But anyway, yeah, so pay attention to tropical storms. There's a lot of water there, and if you're in an open-top Jeep, it's kind of like driving a swimming pool. So anyway, there you go. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, you know, happy shaves to you.